Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf and welcome back to Crusader Kings 3 and our Lords of Penfro, or Diffet here. We are playing as Lord Liverage II right here, and he's still young, and recently he had the chance to turn really crazy and also a little bit murderous, but both times, fate has decided against it, so Liverage is still, kind of normal. However, he's kind of a weirdo and, a little bit introverted and had a kind of a rough childhood. So yeah, we will see, or we shall see, where this is going to and where he's going to head to. Just like quickly from my own point, when recording this, unfortunately I have a little bit of COVID and I'm a little bit sickish, so if my voice sounds a little bit weird or sniffly, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to provide, so I'm getting better, so no worries. Thank you for your understanding, and I hope you're having a good time. Alright everybody, and I feel like, okay, there was an update on the buildings reboot, but not gonna have a look now. Nothing's very special going on right now. I would say let's just jump right in on speed 3 maybe and see what happens next. We are very stressed, however, due to a lot of stuff going on recently. So I don't know where we're going to develop to. Paranoid, fickle, humble, an insightful thinker, okay. And yeah, I was busy with mittens a lot. And we can choose a new perk. Didn't his grandfather die somewhere on a apoplexy? Maybe I should go a little bit into medicine then, but let's go with the scholarly circles first. Even though we're probably not really... How much are we getting actually? 2. We have one devotion level, so not that high. What fight are we seeing over here? Got Lord Fernal II. Wasn't he... Wait, Bladry, isn't this our... It's been a while since the last recording, so I got really confused for a bit. But this is our house. The mother of the current was... Pravsd. Ah, okay, this was from dating back to his fight, so we are kind of related. And he's our friend. Okay. That's how we met him during growing up. Here, Lord Fernal II is our friend, and he's fighting what? Attacking Petty King of Wise in the Mercian conquest. He's married. He's allied to the Mercians that attacked the Wise here. So yeah, that's where it's coming from. Alfred the Honest still in charge here of his vast possessions in Ireland and only Wessex. So yeah, the fate of England or the British Islands is still very open. Here the massive Alba expanding down south. We shall see where this is going to. I think we can also go up to speed 4 as long as there's nothing super big happening right now. I mean, there's not so much to do at the moment. We are basically... We have no really big plans at the moment. We are humbly at home, trying to... windmills, trying to consolidate our rule, making sure that our people are safe and so on. So this is at the moment Liverage's main concern. Expansion and so on, yeah. You know the thing, we're doing roleplay, so a humble... paranoid man is not like up to go wild on the warfare. By the way, what is happening here to King Rufon? He was fighting, there was a lot of infighting I think, but now he seems to be set kind of in a good position. But he owes money, levy desertations, planned rash, okay, overworked soldiers, alright, mutiny humiliation. There's a lot going on with him over here, but it's gonna fade in a couple of years, so we shall see if he actually survives this situation, but it looks like he was in a pretty hard one. He's not swayed, but I think we can stop the swaying over here, since we're already at plus 83. That's fair enough. Do we have anybody else we really want to that we want to sway. What about other children, actually? Okay, they got a Radeon Guardian Hittite, okay. Yeah, actually I don't... Is there anybody? What about my wife? Lady Nest? Shall we do some loving over here? Maybe let's start a romance. We do like each other, so... Actually, Liverge is into the idea of, like, in these days where he needs support alone here, and most of his mother is still there, of course, that's good to see. But apart from this, yeah, maybe falling in love or like intensifying the relationship to his wife Nest might be a good idea. The time romance. Declaration of love. The time has come to let my feelings towards Lady Nest be known. I want her to remember this day for the rest of her life. Secretly plant a letter in her chambers, write a love poem, impress her by winning a sparring match, go with my gut in the moment. I mean, he is very fickle, so he definitely goes with his gut, I would say. We declare our undying devotion to her, okay. My declaration of love is for Lady Nest's eyes only. No one else matters. I pour my heart out, page after page, my feelings growing as I finally put them into words. The ink has barely dried as I set out for Nest's chambers. I gently place her scroll on her bolster. Will she lay here tonight dreaming of me? The waiting is unbearable. The thought of rejection makes me sick of my stomach. When her reply arrives, I tear the seal with my shaking hands. While I cannot encourage you, Lord Liverge, I am most grateful for your kind words. Yours faithfully, Nest. Nest won't resist my charms for long. Well... Not the answer we expected right away, but alright. A night visit. I am poring over a document at my desk at night when I see an adorable little girl scurrying back and forth in my room. Upon seeing each other, we both stare in confusion, so I ask her who she is and why she's here. I'm cold and hungry, she mumbles shyly. Feeling sorry for her, I point to some food I had left on my table and tell her to eat some. What? Thank you, Mai, she squeaks before eating. What is happening? I suddenly wake up realizing I must have dozed off while reading and that the little girl must have been from a dream I had. I got to finish the rest of my food, but contrary but what I remember, none of my meal is left save for a few crumbs. The next morning when I ask about her, I learned her appearance matched one of my guard's daughters, who passed away from illness a few days ago. The guard, a devout Catholic believer, tells me he's certain I helped his child's soul pass into the afterlife and thanks me. She was a polite kind child. She's surely now at peace in heaven. It must be a coincidence, but if we're thinking that way makes you feel better. I mean, it's a tiny event. I mean, the paranoia is a little bit playing a role here. But if thinking that way makes you feel better, yeah, it must be a coincidence. We don't believe this story of dead people we're sending to the afterlife, so maybe it's still around. We shall see. This one can go. Mittens, once again, my beloved cat. I'm at my table reading through some reports sent to me from throughout the realm. Can we read? Yeah, probably not. I mean, we're kind of smart. Okay, maybe. Mittens hops up beside me, chasing the warmth of a sunbeam, and curls up contentedly beside my work. I reach out to give his black fur a stroke, and he stretches languorously in response. His black, he, oh, I always said she. Well, it's a cat, it's a kitty. A mighty stretch. Too mighty as it turns out. Mittens rolls over and completely off the table, landing on his feet. With a haughty glare, as if this was somehow my fault, he saunters away sulkily. Ha, you little fool. Getting dopey, cat. Like so many cat events. Probably never happened to me before like this. Can we do actually something about it? Can I pet her? No. Get rid of some of my stress level. Would have been nice, but not right now. Romance, the grey one. Sweet Lady Nest, I sigh as I kneel before her. My only desire is to bring you honor and happiness. Pray, tell me, how can I prove my love for you? Lady Nest hesitates and her cheeks turn red. My God, I hope she's pleased and not embarrassed. Slay a wolf for me and bring me its pelt. Then we may continue this conversation. Slaying a wolf. Alright, your wish is my command. I saw a shaggy beast in the kennel. A dog's pelt. Okay, I wasn't really sure what the kennel means. Alright, this is like killing a dog and bringing it to her. I'll bribe a hunter. Paranoid, fickle, humble. There's nothing like really, and the experiences so far don't have really a clear indication where this will lead to, so it's time for the dice again. And I think all 4 options are actually kind of intrigue skill. I mean, nevertheless, both all the options are kind of available for me or make somehow sense. So I'm gonna roll a 20-sided dice and see where this is going to. And it's a 17, so therefore the last option, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Doesn't want to leave the house. He's not this much of a hunter, so sorry, my lady nest. I hope you can love me for my other qualities and so on. And we've got a new bishop. Is he kind of oh, he's very competent. What's his name? Gwenwyn. Okay. Careless, chaste, diligent, insightful. Oh, that's a good man. But he doesn't help us too much right now. Anyhow. Oh, I forgot we sent him out to cattle our son for it to be raised. Interesting. Empty accusations. My spy master had the priest brought forth for the revelation and judgment of a grand conspiracy. However, when the priest refused to confess, Gurrit had absolutely no evidence or support for his accusations. Yeah. It's kind of an idiot. Stop embarrassing me, please. Can we actually... Yeah, we can absolutely replace him by somebody more competent. Not so many people really make sense. What about Tim? He's our steward. Do we have a more competent steward? Not really. Oh, we generally not really blessed with competent men. So maybe we're gonna use one of the... I never did this before. It comes in from... Actually, this is from a mod. It's basically from CK2. I'll invite a noble to court and see how this is going to end up. Herb. Let's first have a look before we checked out the event. Let's have a look at Herb Eginok. Yeah, quite a competent steward, to be honest. Not so much a spy master, but we can bring, I think, Birthwin in. So, yeah, let's do it. Where's our... Or do we have to hire him first? Oh, yeah, we forgot to hire him first. Oh, we're paranoid. So this would be critical. Would it be? No, it wouldn't be. So we... 80, wow. Nevertheless... yeah, I mean, invite somebody to court. Guests passed by, and we were unhappy with Gert recently. So let's roleplay it like this. It's not like we were looking explicitly out for somebody, but Herb, I like him. He's quite young, but he's very talented. So maybe we met him in the, somehow earlier before. We gotta get him, even though it's expensive. We're gonna assign him as our steward. And at the same time, we're gonna fire Gert for embarrassing us and bring in Bergthwin. Exactly, so we've got him back from steward to spy master. We've got Herb over here. And to be honest, since Herb is 17 and quite a talented man, we're also gonna look for a wife for him. Who's she? My bodyguard is also of the house of Let? Ah, it's a separate line. Interesting. I didn't even know. What about his daughter then, Mararet? I mean, this rando giving her somebody of our house a little bit intense, right? Maybe then Cambrian. It's gonna be Angarat. It's gonna be Angarat. They fit some... That fits perfectly. Okay, writing the right way. For several months now, I've studied various shorthand techniques with a local scribe who is said to be a master of this art. Okay, so apparently we can read and write. I mean, we're doing a scholar upbringing, so it's fine. I've learned various ways to abbreviate my words, or certain ways to write words more quickly. My writing is right. We had this before. Oh, forgot. Monthly lifestyle experience. Oh, very nice. Some advanced shorthand skills. Didn't expect him to be such a... He turns out more and more competent as we thought in the beginning. Feud, a heavy toll. The vengeance is far from being served in household clutch. Since our feud began, there have only been further outrages by Duke Oisid and his clutch of vipers. Sometimes I wonder if we have underestimated our enemies and it would not be better to cut our losses before it's too late. No, we will show them enough. I mean, we had the... We had the chance to murder him. What was this? What did he do again? I think he killed... yeah. Who's that? My aunt. Weren't they married or something? Anyhow, he murdered my aunt, so... Still, we had the chance to kill him ourselves or not to start a murder complot. I think there's, like, once again, I can't stress it often enough, I find this feud mechanic a little bit weird. These effects of ending it also are quite strong. However, we're doing roleplay, so I don't care. So let me roll a dice. I think there's no clear indication what we're thinking. Of course, he's a paranoid man, and this might be... yeah, terrifying, but at the same time to continue, but also maybe he's too proud and he wants to continue, I don't know. Oh, that's from Friend and Foes, okay. Interesting. And we roll a 6, which on a 6-sided dice, which means enough is enough, and actually we do end this feud, but however he stays our rival. We're just not gonna get so much yeah, prestige for the next over the time. Yeah, let's see. Let's take these peaceful, kind of peaceful times for us, at least, to have a little bit more of a look into the lands until our next love event happens. Romance, poetic license. There's no woman lovelier than Lady Nest. In her presence, my words often fail me. None of my compliments ever do her justice. Perhaps a carefully drafted poem would better capture her virtues. I'll write about her. Does she have any special traits? Gregarious, cynical. I don't know. Like the last time, I don't see any clear preference. Once again, the 20-sided dice. We roll a 6, so it's gonna be the second option, Youthful Vigour. One of my bodyguards has died, so we will hire a new one since she doesn't respond to our compliments. Very sad. We will hire a new bodyguard since we are definitely paranoid still and not the best fighter. Gurrit is such a good one, the one we just fired for spying, but maybe actually we are also fickle, so we just fired him, but maybe we rehire him and he's an excellent bodyguard, so here he is. And maybe actually... As a paranoid man, I'm gonna end this one. Lady Nest didn't react this intensely, maybe we start another time, but we are a little bit... For 3 months, that's okay. We are fickle, so let's do something else. And actually we fight him with like make sure that he's really our friend before he's not gonna kill us. So we're gonna sway rather our bodyguard. Actually just talking about safety and security. Maybe Isn't there like the food taster? Oh. Or maybe you need to be a duke or something? I don't know. Well, it's fine then. But we have got 2 bodyguards now. They should be very nice in protecting us. So sad, our love story is a little bit over. What are the next steps for us? Who's he doing? Oh, he turned diligent. That's very good. I mean, who is this? Just like not roleplay wise speaking. Is he diligent as well? Yeah, he is. Maybe it wasn't good that, even though we are paranoid, it was good that we gave him to our neighbor. To the neighbor duke. For education, look, he's like with his already just 9 years old. He's such a good steward already. Probably better than me. Yes, he is. Alright, the age of the world. I've been studying the ancient religious texts and the writing of scholars, and they all seem to agree that the world will end 6,000 years after its creation. By my calculations, we are less than a century away. However, my suffragan bishop Gwen Win urges me to keep it to myself. Leave it to the clergy and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? Everyone deserves to know the truth, a reasonable point, or I should consult with more priests. Once again, I roll the dice. No clear answer for this one. 6-sided dice. And we roll a 4. So he sees the reason in his point, and he doesn't want to make people panic, so a reasonable point, Gwen win-win. Yeah. Oh, known for the dedication, which also gives us some more learning. Excellent. I mean, yeah. And Mittens, he is doing something again. Betrayal. Oh god. Is that some cooing I hear? And some muffled mouse set in an alcove is herb. Mitten, oh, the new one. What the hell? Mittens cradled in his arms. The feline looks up at him adoringly, limb tucked in the babes, and the smitten herb rocks him lovingly. I offer a greeting, but though the human response, the cat merely purrs contentedly and burrows his face into a crook of an arm. Despite myself, I feel something of a pang of jealousy. Oh, we are humble, okay. In this case, I will go with this. Cat rejection. Oh, but Herb can take good care of him, that's fine. Yeah, my cousin was slain in battle, okay. Of the House of Mercia, okay. And I've got a new learning perk. I don't really think these ones fit too much. Apart from this, I'm fickle actually, so I wanted to change my ways here and there. I'd say I'm a little bit faithful now. We talked a lot with the clergy, so actually this fits. But also here I would go a little bit. Let's see. I don't want to follow a clear path to just end up one of these traits. That would be a little bit too boring, I think. Evening meal, almost stuck. With a cough and a splutter, I reflexively clear my airway. The evening's meal is lovely, but perhaps too lovely, as I choke it down a little too fast. Calm, I urge myself. There's no call to rush. I'm just really enjoying food lately. Interesting event. No further consequences? Nothing? Okay. We can ask Pope Alexander for gold. Okay. Yeah, this is a mechanic also, like, talk about this gold quickly. I mean, here and there would do it if I want to buy a temple or a fight like pagans or something. But that Liverge, the second, would ask, the game says it's kind of a payback mission mechanism or something. But I find it very, very unlikely that we would just reach out to... I mean, he's West Saxon, okay, maybe we've... Have we met him? Probably not, no. So I don't know, I don't feel like this connection where I would just randomly... I mean, the game mechanics, 250 for 100 gold is quite nice. It's like a couple of years of gold income. Nevertheless, I will not do this, not in this very situation. Empty accusations. My spymaster had the priest brought forth for the revelation and judgment of a grand conspiracy. However, when the priest refused to confess, Bergthwin had absolutely no evidence or support for his accusations. Oh, this is exactly the same. Had the priest. Wait a second. Gwenwyn, like, he's been accused a second time. I mean, he's kind of new. I defended him the first time via Paranoid at Fickle. And we trust Bergthwin, so no, this time we're not gonna tell him to embarrass us. We're actually gonna go the other way and said the priest must be guilty of something. Despite we had good conversations with him and we do kind of like him, we are not 100% sure about it. Gurrit has been swayed, so yeah. Alright guys, he's like, we like each other, we made a good point, they're excused. So maybe we're Fickle, so why not? Actually, it fits us very well. We're gonna start romancing our lady again. And we're gonna go with my gut once again. This makes just sense here. And we do the... Oh, we hadn't had this event. So, Declaration of Love. I recruit one of my most senior soldiers and set out for Radeon. We practice our routine after each day ride. Once we arrive, we begin to spar in the main courtyard. A crowd gathers and their cheers soon draw none other than the brave Lady Nest. The soldiers fights valiantly, but I disarm him with a final flawless thrust. I kneel before Nest and declare my noble intentions. I dedicate this victory to you, my love. Bringing your honor is my only desire. My morsel is speechless but clearly fluttered. Where else would she be smiling thusly? Oh, she likes us fighting, okay. Interesting. So this time we choose a different approach, apparently. Oh. Not too unsuccessful. I had a war over here, seems to be over. No real conquest of Wise has happened. What do we have here? We have House Dull. Wait, what? What happened here in Mercia? Let's have a quick look. Inherited. And he was still... He died, okay. And he? That's also dead. Ah, it's died from a seizure. Oh, holy moly. He was also quite a suffering one. Wait, but who is he? House Dal, Pity King of Mercia. What kind of Mercian law is going on? How is the not House of Mercia, the title of Mercia? What are they doing? Male preference Saxon elective law. Ah, it's an elective law, so they didn't vote for these guys. The former. Oh, interesting. They do have the claim to the throne, however, but just this one. Okay. So just this rando here, Pity King Botham, the former Count of Hurthingstone, just came to power. Interesting. They just voted for him. And here in Wise, we've got... Wait. Surdising is the Wessex. Alright, so this is actually okay. This is just a sideline. Very interesting stuff going on. Pardon. And yeah, I think we're gonna just end this very year, and this is gonna be a good stop for this episode, in which we're mostly busy flirting or taking care of our bodyguards. So yeah. Anyways, something else has happened just before we end this episode. Let's have a quick look. There's Wessex apparently. Holy moly! What just happened here? Okay, we have Pity Queen Senrith. Wasn't this just Alfred the Honest? Okay. So we've got him. He passed away in old age, 72 of old age. Okay, very nice. And we've got here. Okay, so we've got. The hereditary law is working nicely. Okay, okay. Everything makes sense. So we have Munster here. And the House Wessex. We've got him in Cornwall. And the only thing that really confuses me a lot is like, where is the Wessex? How did it go to her? East Sax. Okay, here it's split in between the Petty Queen of Wessex, here Essex also, and twice. If you guys kind of see the connection, let me know in the comments. I would love to know how this got to these guys. So Ethelred, okay, Alfred took this this entire place. So wait, I'm getting confused. So the brother of Alfred, Ethelred, also had a child. Oh, and she was East Saxon queen, and now we've got the Wessex. She's the daughter of this. How did he? Let's have a quick look. Maybe this is the easiest answer to this entire thing. Probably they have some kind of election law again. Male preference, Saxon elective law. How could they go for a queen? Well, guys, let me know what you think. Maybe it's a mystery like the clothing style in the Saxon lands. Let me know and leave me a like and a subscription if you haven't yet. It helps the channel a lot and doesn't cost you anything. Thank you very much. And then just see you next time when we continue our interesting story in Wales. Okay, bye. Your Strategy Wolf.